only a few weeks away from 2026 and the internet is on full glow up mode. New routines, new habits, new goals, new rebranding. But here's the harsh truth. Everyone repeats the same year because they never review the old one. They set up brand new goals on top of same old patterns. And trust me, I used to do the exact same thing. I kept wondering why nothing changed till I started analyzing my past behavior, my past mistakes. It's like updating a new app. You would never launch a new update without ever reviewing the bugs in the old one. Your life works the exact same way. And babe, if you want to glow up, not just physical, we're gonna look at every aspect of your entire being. So before you even think about planning your 2026 goals, we're breaking down 2025. What worked, what didn't, what drained you, what grew you, what version of you do you want to leave behind? But before we dive in, hi, I'm Aymana, and I'm a psychology graduate who just graduated last month with a first class honors, and everything I share on this channel is backed up by behavioral science, psychology, real self growth principles, and my own personal transformation. So you better believe I'm a yapper, but an evidence based yapper. And just to be clear, I'm still on that self development journey. I'm still on that track. I'm still hustling and grinding. Growth has no finish line. Alright, now that we're grounded, let's break down the process. Your glow up begins with a 3-stage framework: reflect, reset, and grow. And if you want to properly glow up, life isn't just about hitting that one goal, trying to stay in control, chasing that dream job. A real glow up touches every aspect of your life: your personal, your relationships, your career and academics, your mental and physical wellness, and most importantly, your spirituality. Because most of y'all be ignoring that. Reflection. Reflection is the first step because we all know that self awareness is the foundation for growth, and you cannot change what you haven't identified. So, first things first, grab a journal and start pouring your heart out. And if you don't know where to start, don't worry, I'm here to guide you. I'm going to walk you through every step and every question you need to reflect on. I've also attached a free template down below that I've created just for you, so you better download it. But Aymana, I hate journaling. Babe, I don't care what you hate. CEOs journal, athletes do, people who are successful do. It improves mental well being, reduces anxiety and depressive symptoms, helps with cognitive dysfunction, helps with your awareness and clarity, and those who journal are more likely to achieve their goals. So grab a pen and paper and follow along. And I want you to be brutally honest. Rant, vent, cuss out this year even if you have to. Get it all on paper, okay? No one's gonna read it. Now, let's break it down. First, we're starting with the personal development. This is where you practice something called metacognition, thinking about your thinking, basically where you help yourself understand your patterns, your triggers, and beliefs. It's literally the psychological basis for self growth. So when you're journaling for this section, a few questions you can start with are: where did I grow the most? What habits helped me become a better version of myself, and which drained me? What routines kept me grounded, and what were difficult to maintain? Second aspect is your relationships. Let's also break it down. Because the people surrounding you shape who you are and affect your self esteem and overall psychological well being, it's important to reflect on them. Who consistently showed up for me this year? Who drained my energy, peace, or iman? Which relationship became stronger and which became weaker, and why? Third aspect is your academics and careers. Your career or your academic life taps into your self efficacy, your belief in your ability to succeed, which is a key factor in building that motivation and resilience of yours in achieving your dream goals and committing to it. Some of the following questions are: what did I accomplish in my career academics this year? What skills did I gain? What skills needs improvement? What did I feel the most fulfilled and most burnt out, and why? Fourth aspect is your health and physical wellness. Because a person's mental well-being and their physical health are closely interconnected, reflecting on your physical habits is essential. Some of the following questions are: how did I treat my body this year? Food-wise and fitness-wise. Did you walk every day? Did you go to the gym? Have you eaten healthy lately? What physical wins did I achieve? and what held me back from taking care of myself. And last but not least, your spirituality. And before people come at me, it is the most important and vital aspect of your life that you should maintain. Because not only does it improve resilience when life gets hard, it increases life satisfaction. Even when you're struggling, even when you're failing, even if you didn't land a job, you're still satisfied with your life. And most importantly, it allows comfort to your heart. And everything will work out according to God's plan. And even if it didn't, it's still according to God's plan. Those are the following questions you must answer. What were my biggest blessings this year? What or whom distanced me from Allah? What brought me closer to Him? What am I grateful for now that I once prayed for? Am I living for this dunya or akhirah? Which tests increased my iman and which took it away? And to further expand on that, you gotta reassess the choices you're making in this life. Does it realign with your dunya or does it realign with the akhirah? You gotta also reassess your intentions, people. I'll emphasize it over and over again. Why? Because if your niyyah is for God's sake, then whether you do something and fail at it or whether you succeed, your heart always stays steady and it is according to His plan. And that concludes the first stage. Now let's jump straight into the second one, the resetting. Now that you've reflected, it's time to reset spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Resetting means clearing out every declutter that is holding you back, the grudges, the setbacks, the messy room, the toxic connections, everything. Why? Because your environment, your beliefs, your thoughts and emotions all influence your behavior. If one of them is clogged, your whole system slows down. We want to start the new year with clarity and a fresh and new space for evolution. So let's break it down. If there's one thing that will bring barakah back to your life and into the new year, is resetting your spiritual heart. I know it sounds obvious, but many people don't consciously do it nor commit to it, especially in this dunya that we're in, with all its distractions and all its materialistic appeals. So, this is the time where you set the intention to purify your heart, your soul, and to genuinely be a good human being. If you sinned, do tawbah, babe. God is the all merciful. He forgives everyone, and He wants you to ask for His forgiveness. If you hurt someone, go apologize, seek forgiveness, turn back to God. So this is your moment right about this second. Set your niyyah for next year and realign your heart with God so barakah can flow back to your new year. And because your outside world reflects your inner one, I want you to clean it up. I want you to grab your phone and declutter your digital world. And that includes deleting any irrelevant apps, delete that Duolingo that keeps spamming your notifications, delete all your unnecessary your screenshots, delete your screenshots. Second, I want you to get up and clean that room of yours. Rearrange it if you had to. Change your room's theme, change the decor, change something that signals to you that you made your reset. Now we're on to the mental reset. This is where you clear your mind from negativity. So grab your phone again and start unfollowing any negativity. Unfollow those who you compare yourself to, especially those. Because we all know that social media is fake, so please do that. You're just bringing unnecessary stress into your life. And this stage also involves the acceptance. Accept that your life is as it is. Accept that you're failing if you are. Accept that you didn't land that job. Just accept everything. You can also consider a dopamine detox. It helped me immensely, you guys. I no longer chase cheap dopamine just to feel alive. I've deleted social media for a while. You delete social media even if you had to. So reclaim that attention of yours. It is the most vital asset you have, your attention. Lastly, the emotional reset. This is where you let go of everything that's still holding you back. Heartbreak, grudges, hatred, resentment, anything. You probably also mentioned it in your reflections, so go ahead. This is the moment where you release. And this is also where you forgive. You free your heart and mind and make space for softness again. And if you still haven't received that closure from that one friendship breakup or that one relationship, I want you to create it. That one friendship that have broken you, that one haram relationship that literally drained the living hell out of you. I want you to let go all of it. How? You unfollow them. You write a letter. You go grab a pen and paper and you write a letter to that said person. You create closure for yourself. You release everything from your system into that letter, then you burn it. This is about closing the chapter once and for all, and now you breathe. We finished the resetting for this year, and let's go into the final and third stage of this process, the grow. Now that we've vented, cleansed our heart and mind, now is the time to define our path. But before anything, I want to be clear, this is not where we plan out every step for 2026. No, this stage is about choosing, redefining our path, choosing the direction of who you want to become in all these aspects of your life and what you want to achieve in the next year and in the following years, not just this year, the following 10 years of your life. And if this is too overwhelming for you, it's okay. Just define who you want to become in the next following few years, 3 years if you had to. So ask yourself, what do I want my life to become in the following areas? Remember the 5 main aspects we've talked about? I want you to write at least one sentence describing who you want to become in the following areas. The point of this section is to set your direction before setting any goal, because when you know who you want to become in the following areas, your decisions and habits start to align with that version of you. So here are some other questions. How do you want to grow spiritually? Strengthen your iman, become a better Muslim, deepen your connection with God, write it all down. And how do you want to grow personally? Become more disciplined, create routines and habits that support you, build consistency, become more confident or assertive. How do you want to grow intellectually? Stimulate that lazy mind of yours, read more, learn new skills, or deepen your knowledge. How do you want to grow in your health and physical well being? You want to become stronger, get leaner, lose fat, gain that fat. What direction do you want to take professionally or academically? In your career, your studies, you want to achieve financial stability. What kind of relationships do you want to build? Healthier friendship, break your pattern of toxic dynamics. Once you've written who you want to become in each of these areas, take it easy, take a breath. You don't need to plan anything yet. This is just the preparatory stage of behavior change that you will achieve in 2026, where you decide what matters before how you'll get there. And this right here is your first step to achieving your 2026 glow up. So you've analyzed what worked, what didn't, and the next step, aka the next video, is us turning the direction into action. And that's where the planning, the structure, priority setting, mindset change, and execution all come in. And we're going to build all that together, one step at a time. And that is what all this channel is all about, helping you become the best version in the most efficient and productive and the most God aligned way. And here's your challenge. I want you to comment down below one habit that you will leave behind in 2025 and one habit that you will be growing in 2026. Let me see what you're working on and let me hold you accountable. And I'm expecting a reply when I do. So that concludes the video. Let us reflect, reset, and grow together, and I'll see you in the next one.